Hey everyone, so this video right here, I'm going to show how to remove the fuel pump or replace the fuel pump and also the fuel filter that's connected to the bottom of the fuel pump. And also there's another fuel filter that's on the top that a lot of people don't know about. So I'll go through that whole procedure. And the reason I'm going through this whole procedure is because I had an issue with my bike where I could only give about 20% throttle, 30% throttle. Anything over that, it kind of bogs. Sometimes the engine will just die because it gets flooded. When I cut off the gas, the engine will kind of restart. And this is while I'm riding. So I've changed the fuel filter at the bottom of the fuel pump, but it's still having the problem. And I also changed my spark plugs and the problem's still there. So I did some more research and found out there's a fuel filter in here. So I'm gonna change this out and see what happens. All right. So let me show you guys how to, the other video has how to pull off the tank and the fuel pump. So I'll connect that one to this video. So basically just remove these screws right here. I already loosened them with the screwdriver. Save a little time. And then this is just a matter of lifting this up. And then there's a little wire right here. You just pull that out and we can set that aside. Now this piece right here, I've taken this off before. It's a pain in the butt to get off sometimes. So hopefully it's not one of those times. Let me see though. Whew. It wasn't so bad because when I read the manual, it said, I'll show you, you're supposed to put a little motor oil on here, and it makes it easier when it comes off. If not, it's very difficult to take off. Okay, so a little gas came out of there. So first thing we have to do, see this goes right here. Make sure, this O-ring right here, make sure you put that on. Because when I first took it off, because it was so hard pulling it off, this flew somewhere and I didn't realize it was supposed to be here. So when I put it back together, I didn't have this here. The bike wouldn't start. So be certain of that. Take out that O-ring right there. Then I'm going to disconnect this blue wire. Try to keep track of where they go. The longer blue one goes here and the red goes here, which is for the fuel gauge. All right, so I'll just pull these out. Then you could just kind of lift this up. And this is where the fuel pump is. So you see, pretty clean. So at the bottom of here is a strainer. I will call that a strainer for the big stuff. But let me show you guys how I'll take the whole thing apart. It's kind of a pain. Okay, so this is like a strainer for big debris and stuff. So I had to replace that, and this is the pump. And that's how you kind of take the pump out. To put it back in is the reverse order. Oh, and for the pump, if you take this piece off, there's another O-ring in here. I don't know if you guys could see it. It's a black O-ring in there. So it's two O-rings in here. So put it back together as a reverse. We could just put it back together right now. And we could just put the strainer on the bottom of the fuel pump. All right, and I'll just put this back in. Oh, oops. Had it backwards. All right, so put that in. Make sure you put a little motor oil on there. I'm not gonna go get it now just for the sake of the video. I want to elongate it. Put a little motor oil. Just okay. The video had cut, so I had to restart it. So put a little motor oil on there. Okay. So now this already came pre-assembled with the pressure regulator in there. Let me put back this right here, and then I'm gonna put on the new filter, and hopefully that does the job. But I'll reinstall it so you guys could see it in the reverse order. You could kind of, I got this off of eBay, I think like $60 or something like that. So, matter of fact, let me pause it right here. All right, so I'm back again. So, finish with the installation. All right, so just put this in, slide them in, 2 slot. Push it in. Come back with the floater. Put back in the screws. All right, so getting these screws in. Then just wrap back these wires. Blue one goes on this side, it's a longer one. Red one goes on top, and it's a closer one to where you route it. And that's basically it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back in the bike, put the bike back together, start it, and go for a ride. And then I'll come back with another video to let you know if that resolved the problem or not. Thank you. Fuel filter was the problem. The bike is running real nice now. I didn't even realize how bad it was running, because even in like first gear, it'd be like a lot of stuttering. But now it's just like very smooth. At high RPMs, it just keeps pulling. So that internal fuel filter was definitely the problem. So hope this helps some people. Have a good one.